Hello everyone, I welcome you once again to EnglishYaari. So I hope you are watching our previous videos. जो हमारी last video थी that was about how to introduce yourself. So I hope आपने वो video देखी and you have prepared your notes and you have been practicing a good introduction. So आज की video का agenda है about some interview questions and answers which are commonly asked. So you all would agree that in our lives we go through many interviews. Interview के base पे ही we are selected for the role. So interview is a very important part and it's very compulsory that we practice for the interviews. We practice for the common questions. So there are 4 to 5 very common questions that would be asked in every interview, irrespective of the job role or the field you are working in. So, आज की वीडियो में हम कुछ क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करेंगे along with the answers. I'll tell you what to speak and what not to speak. Because when we are in a professional setup, there are few things that we should avoid speaking and there are few things जो हमें बोलनी चाहिए. So let's jump into the video. But before starting with the video, I would like to tell you about our online classes. So, EnglishYaari has introduced online classes which are one-on-one classes. You can clear your doubts from an expert tutor. आपको जितने भी doubts हैं, it may be your grammatical doubts or any doubt with regards to English language, आप one-on-one personal tutoring से उनको clear कर सकते हैं. So, if you want to join these classes, you can click on the EnglishYaari website and you can book a demo. So, let's jump into the video. So the first question that is very commonly asked is, tell us about yourself. Or they may ask that introduce yourself, or they may ask that tell us something about yourself. So in our previous video, we saw that how to introduce yourself and I gave you 4-5 pointers कि हमें क्या क्या आप introduction में include करना है. So that was greetings and the second is your name. So the third is where you live and then your experience or qualification. So when we are appearing for the interview, so these 4 or 5 points are very appropriate. So I'll give you an example. Suppose I'm going for an interview for an IELTS trainer, but also I have a science background. But when I am going for the interview of an IELTS trainer, I'll tell the relevant experience कि मुझे as an IELTS trainer कितना experience है. So always make sure कि आप जिस इंटरव्यू में जा रहे हैं या जिस रोल के लिए जा रहे हैं, यू टेल योर रेलेवेंट एक्सपीरियंस एंड रेलेवेंट क्वालिफिकेशन. सो यू नीड टू बी वेरी क्रिस्प, यू नीड टू बी वेरी शॉर्ट when you are introducing yourself or answering their questions. And very important thing is that always keep a smile on your face. Never look underconfident. Okay, so now let's move to the second question. So the second question could be, tell us about your strengths. So now strength is that what builds you stronger. So now this question has also to be answered according to the job role. So suppose if I am going for the role of an IELTS trainer and they ask me that what are your strengths. So what can I say is that I can manage a lot of students together, my management skills. So I can say that I have great management skills and I can explain that with an example or my previous experiences that how have I managed a large amount of people, or I can say that how have I managed like a class full of students. So this would be the relevant example to explain. So you can vary it according to your job role or whatever you think your strength is. The strengths could be time management, punctuality, or you are very strict to the deadlines. All these are your strengths. So never be underconfident and try to be as honest as you can, and that would help you in a positive direction. So now let's move to the third question, and the third question could be your weakness. So now this is a very tricky question because when they ask you a question about your weakness, obviously you will be in a dilemma that you should tell your weakness in actual or you should play it along. So I'll tell you that when they ask you about your weakness, what you can answer. You can always say that you are a very detailed oriented person. So if you are a detailed oriented person, so then you miss out on other things. So it would not give you a negative impact also, but it would show that you're committed to your work, that you miss out on other things. So you can think of many examples. This was one of the example, but the basic agenda is that you don't have to show a negative side of your, but you also need to show that this is what I do and I really want to improve that. So let's move to the fourth question. The fourth question is that what are your expectations from this job role, or you can say that what are the expectations from this company. So the answer to that question would be, this is also a very tricky question. So you can answer that you wish to grow in this company or in this environment. So what you have to do is that you need not to necessarily praise the company, or you need not to necessarily say good things about the company. You need to tell your personal motive, that why you want to work in this company and what do you actually expect from the job role. So suppose if I go for the job of an IELTS trainer and they ask me that what are the expectations from the job role, so I would say that I want to interact with many of the students, I want to learn a few things from them, and I want to share my knowledge with them. So this answer can vary completely according to your role or according to the company you are applying to. So these were the four major questions that are very commonly asked in like every interview. And I surely believe that if you make notes of these questions and the answers that you're going to give, it will surely enhance your interview and it may help you in getting your desired job. So now let me give you a pro tip, which is that never get underconfident. Never show that you are nervous. I believe that people get nervous in the interviews, but we need not to show it to the interviewer. So have good expressions on your face, always smile, always greet the person with smile, and show that you are very confident, and also try to be confident from within. So we'll end today's video with this tip, and if you have any suggestions for us or the topic you want to make us a video on, please drop your questions or your suggestions in the comment box, and also don't forget to subscribe our channel so that you get your notifications side by side. So signing off, I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.